Hello there, you're on to the Power Circuit. The transmission company of Nigeria TCN brings you this half-hour program to keep you apprised of reforms in the Nigerian power sector. I am Amara Agugesi. Let's get along with the highlights of the reports. Power Minister Adelabu champions U.S.-Africa energy collaboration at Washington Summit. Senior staff and TCN management hold a joint advisory meeting. West African Power Pool charts course on implementing North Core Power projects. In the interview segment of the Power Circuit, we will be concluding a session with the General Manager Transmission at the Lagos region of TCN, Engineer Mojid Akintola, on the operation of TCN in the region. Thank you, always. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, has emphasized the critical importance of strengthening collaboration between the United States and Africa to tackle energy poverty, drive sustainable development and foster economic growth. He stated this in a keynote address he delivered at the 10th Powering Africa Summit held in Washington, D.C., United States of America.
The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, who represented Nigeria at the summit, highlighted the significant progress achieved through the initiatives such as Power Africa, which has played a pivotal role in expanding electricity access, mobilizing investments, and supporting policy reforms across Nigeria and the African continent. According to a statement from his office, a key highlight of the summit was Adelabu's meeting with the United States Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright. During their discussions, Wright reaffirmed the United States' commitment to partnering with African nations to address energy poverty and promote sustainable development. The minister's participation at the summit reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to advancing energy access and sustainable development while showcasing the country's potential as a key player in Africa's energy transformation. The summit themed the future of the U.S. and Africa Energy Partnership and sponsored by Sun Africa brought together African leaders, global investors, and energy sector experts to address Africa's energy challenges and unlock sustainable development opportunities.
The Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Companies, SIAC, at the headquarter chapter of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN has held a joint advisory meeting with the management of the company to promote and sustain a cordial relationship between the parties. The meeting, which took place at the TCN corporate headquarters, had the executives of the SIAC headquarters chapter in attendance. The Power Circuit reports.
The management of TCN, led by the Executive Director, Human Resources and Corporate Services, Mrs. Abiodun Afolabi, actively participated in the meeting. The management of TCN further lauded the senior staff and all employees for their improved commitment and sacrifices towards building a robust power transmission system. In his remarks, the branch president of SIAC TCN chapter, Comrade Raymond Okoro, stated the imperatives of the meeting as it concerns avenues for improving on best practices for further incentivizing employees' performance. The meeting focused on resolving key operational, labor and industry-related issues. Further engagements were scheduled to review action points from the meeting.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The West African Power Pool WAP says it is charting a strong course on implementing the North Core Power Interconnection Project. This latest disclosure was at the 8th meeting of the Joint Supervision Committee in Abuja. At the meeting, the participants, led by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, discussed the status of implementation of the 330 kV North Core Nigeria, Niger, Benin, Togo and Burkina Faso interconnection project. Engineer Abdulaziz is also the Chairman Executive Board of WAP. Let's take the report.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, was represented by the General Manager, Program Coordination at TCN, Engineer Tahir Aminu, at the West African Power Pool WAP meeting of the Joint Supervision Committee for the North Core Power Interconnection Project in Abuja. Engineer Abdulaziz, who also chairs the WAP Executive Board, commended the participants for their commitments towards the project implementation.
It is both a privilege and an honor to welcome such a dedicated group of individuals who, despite their busy schedules, continue to champion these important initiatives. I would like to note that whether you are returning to this table or joining us for the first time, your commitment to this project is invaluable.
He described the project as a bold step in regional energy integration that is shaping the future of sustainable energy in the West African region.
Earlier today, I found myself reflecting on the incredible strides we have made since we first set out on this journey back in 2019. What began as an ambitious vision to strengthen the energy structure of West Africa has now become a dynamic force shaping the future of our region. The establishment of the WAP North Core Project Management Unit in Abuja was just the beginning. Today, we are witnessing the fruits of these collaborations and the lasting impact it will have on our interconnected energy future. This meeting is a pivotal moment in that ongoing journey, a culmination of a well-coordinated effort from all sides. It serves as a reminder that this project, in all its complexity, is the result of a collective determination, one that blends vision, expertise, and partnership across borders.
In his remarks, The Secretary General of WAP, Mr. Abdoulaye Dia, enjoined the participants to sustain their commitment towards the full realization of the project. The meeting had in attendance the MD-CEOs of companies, Director General of utility firms, and representatives of ministries in charge of energy and finance of the concerned countries. The participants reviewed the project status, the work plans for 2025, and other issues. The 330 kV WAP North Core interconnected project is aimed at enhancing regional cooperation and electricity trade among West African countries.
This is the Power Circuit. Please stay put as we return after this break.
$6.5 there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, I mean,
take it.
but you don't know the kind of business.
I mean, business is business.
Okay, my guy. Nasu. I mean,
real money, and there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail! Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve?
Real money.
I can't. See this man! I can't.
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help.
I beg you.
Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
This is the interview segment of the Power Circuit. Today, we are rounding up a conversation with the General Manager, Transmission at the Lagos region of TCN, Engineer Mujid Akintola. More power projects are going on in the Lagos region and the management official speaks about this. TCN has made it a priority over the years to increase the capacity of power transmission lines. Are there any of such projects in the Lagos region?
We increase the capacity of Ota Ogba line or Ogba Alausa line, and that one is on 132 kV level. So on the 330 kV in Lagos, TCN has finished the design for closing the loop on the 330, Presently, we can get supply from a power plant down to Alagmo on 330. And the other side, Ikeja West down to Surulere, that's Akomba, down to Ijora. So we are on the process of closing the loop so that we can feed from either side. We want to close the loop from Akomba down to Alagmo so that 330 can come from either side. So, and that will be good for us. If we are doing maintenance, we can feed from either side depending on where the job is coming from. The layman, the implication is that there won't be any outage. Once we are doing maintenance, we can always come back from the other side, so there will be more power for them.
What are the core challenges being faced in delivering your task in the Lagos region of TCN?
Lagos is a traffic-prone area, so there are so many issues that we are encountering. Sometimes because of the availability of land in Lagos, access to our substation is a problem. So we do engage law enforcement agents to assist us. Sometimes we will need to break our fence to bring in some of our equipment because of this issue of people encroaching our right of way. This affects TCN because for us to do maintenance on that line, once they encroach the line, it's not that easy for us to bring in our equipment to do our maintenance job. At the same time, we go out every time to educate them as per their safety because it's not safe for them. Some of these equipments have been there since 1970s. We are doing maintenance on them, but it's a machine, they can fail. So that's why we do tell them that it's not safe for them to be under our line. It disturbs our maintenance and it's not safe for them. So we've been trying to educate them to know the implication of they staying under transmission line. Issue of people encroaching our right of way, vandalization, and the one that is disturbing us most is people turning our tower base to dump sites. We've been talking to them, but once we go now, the next couple of weeks they are back to the sites, and we've been trying to collaborate with Lagos State to assist us in that aspect. We are not law enforcing agents. We only educate them and tell them the implication of what they are doing. So, and we are liaising with Lagos State Ministry of Energy to assist us, which they've been responding. They are the ones that do bring all their other agencies, physical planning, all other agencies that are saddled with the responsibility of taking care of this. Lagos State has been assisting us in that respect. Vandalism is a major headache we have in Nigeria, and it's not only in Lagos that we are having this issue, but we are lucky in Lagos it's not as rampant as other places. So Lagos State has been assisting us in some of this issue, and all the law enforcement agents, civil defense, police, they are always ready to assist us when we call on them. Once a line is vandalized, TCN has to look for money to bring back the line. So instead of us using our fund for new projects or our maintenance, we'll now be thinking of how to do repair so that the affected area can be restored. Apart from doing that, because we don't want to put the whole area into darkness, we'll first be thinking of alternative way to get supply to the place on a temporary basis. That will cost us money. Then we'll still go back and do the repair. You can see we are wasting money in two areas. Instead of us channeling the money to new job or doing maintenance or doing upgrade, we will be using that for repair. So it's not too good for us. My advice is that everybody should think of safety and we should own the equipment. We should know that this is a federal government infrastructure. If there's any problem with it, is me and you or the taxpayers' money that they are still coming back to use in rebuilding this. So we should try and own it together and educate ourselves that we own this infrastructure together and we should protect it. Lagos State government has been collaborating with us. We are always having meetings on way forward. And once we have issue and we report to Ministry of Energy, they will take it up with physical planning and other agencies that are supposed to assist. The same thing when we have new projects we are doing. If you have issue of right of way, they are always there. Nigeria should have hope that power will improve in our network, because the rate at which TCN is investing on the improvement of power, and if we want to talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu mandates, power for all, and they are really investing, coming up with new projects to make sure every Nigeria has power.
That was the General Manager of the Lagos region of TCN, Engineer Mojid Akintola. More power projects are going on in the Lagos region. However, the management of TCN implores you to work with the company to curb the vandalism of power transmission infrastructure. Let's go through the top reports again. We told you that the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, has championed more of U.S.-Africa energy collaboration at Washington Summit. Senior staff and TCN management hold a joint advisory meeting. West African Power Pool charts course on implementing North Core power projects. In the interview segment of the Power Circuit, we wrapped up a session with the General Manager Transmission at the Lagos region of TCN, Engineer Mojid Akintola, on the operation of TCN in the region. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has made available the additions of the Power Circuit for access and knowledge enhancement through the TCN YouTube channel. We urge you to support TCN by connecting to all its social media platforms. For Facebook, like TCN via Transmission Company of Nigeria. Please follow TCN on X, formerly Twitter, by searching for @TCN_Nigeria. You have information on the go on Instagram when you click TCN_Nigeria. TCN officials always welcome your observations and comments. Kindly send them by email to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information about the company's activities, go to the interactive website www.tcn.org.ng. There is also an information site www.tcnnews.ng where TCN keeps you updated about power sector activities. Please, let's keep the support for TCN going as you guard against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your locality. Also report all suspicious moves to vandalize or sabotage power transmission assets to TCN officials or security operatives and formations near you. I am Amara Agogesi. We appreciate your time.